Imagine the government announces a new highway project worth rupees say 50,000 crore, and the reaction will be quite predictable. Some people will say, excellent. India needs better roads. Better connectivity means more growth. But at the same time, others will say, wait a minute. Why we need more highways? We need hospitals. We need schools. And to be honest, that is a very important question because the government does not have unlimited money. Every rupee spent on one thing means that the same rupee cannot be spent somewhere else. In economics, that is called opportunity cost. So the question is, are highways the best use of India's limited resources? Should India focus more on physical structure, or do we need more schools and hospitals instead? Let us try to understand the economics behind the debate. First, let us understand why highways matter. Many people think a highway is simply a wider road. A highway is much more than that. A normal road connects nearby places, neighborhoods, but a highway connects economic activity. It connects farmers to markets, factories to suppliers, warehouses to cities, and ports to manufacturing centers. Let us imagine a farmer producing vegetables in Maharashtra. The farmer's job is not finished after growing the crop. The crop has to reach customers or consumers in Delhi or Calcutta or Mumbai or Chennai. If transportation is slow, then fuel cost will increase. Vegetables will spoil, part of the vegetable will spoil. Price will rise for the consumer, and the farmer will earn even less. A highway reduces the distance between production and consumption. And in economics, reducing distance reduces cost. India is one of the largest road networks in the world. But here, there is a surprising fact. National highways make up only around 2% of India's total road network. Yes, they carry approximately 40% of India's total road traffic. Now think about it. A very small part of the road system carries a massive amount of economic movement or activity. These highways are like the arteries of the economy. If these arteries are blocked, the entire economic system collapses. One of India's biggest economic challenge is logistics, that is, moving goods efficiently from one place to another. Currently, India's logistics cost is estimated to be around 13 to 14% of GDP. In developed countries like the United States, Germany, and China, it is close to 8% to 10% of GDP. Now, why does this matter? Suppose two companies produce the exact same product. One company spends rupees 140 on transportation for a 1000 rupees product. Another company spends rupees 90. The second company has a massive advantage. This is exactly why the Indian government launched a national logistics policy in 2022 with a clear objective to bring down India's logistics cost to single digits, that is under 10% by 2030. And highways are the primary tool to achieve this. Over the last decade, India has invested heavily in highway. The length of national highways has grown by over 60%, expanding from around 91,287 kilometers in 2014 to more than 1,46,145 kilometers by 2023, with some estimates placing it around 1,51,874 kilometers in 2023 and 24. But the change is not only about adding more kilometers. India is also moving towards modern access control expressways. For example, the Delhi Mumbai Expressway, the Mumbai Nagpur Samruddhi Mahamarg, the Bengaluru Mysuru Expressway. These highways allow much higher speeds, sometimes up to 120 km per hour. The purpose is not simply faster travel for cars, but the bigger purpose is faster economic movement for freights. This expansion is a part of a larger program called Bharatmala Pariyojana. It was launched in 2017. The first phase planned around 34,800 kilometers of highways, focusing on and this Pariyojana or this program focused on economic corridors, border routes, coastal connectivity, and freight improvement. And as of recent government data, out of this 34,800 kilometer target, we have over 27,500 kilometer that has already been awarded, and more than 22 kilometer has been completed. The idea is to strategically connect places where economic activity actually happens. Now critics will say this money could be spent elsewhere, probably in human development, schools, hospitals. But what they miss is that the economic multiplier effect. Research by institutions like the NCAER, National Council of Applied Economic Research, it shows that infrastructure investment creates a massive ripple effect. Studies indicate that even a 10% increase in highway density is directly associated with significant local employment growth. Highway construction generates lakhs of direct, indirect, and induced jobs. Simultaneously, it makes local manufacturing more competitive, and this creates more jobs in factories and logistics. It is not just spending, it is investing. Now, let us see the point that this money should go to people instead. This is where the discussion becomes complicated. Suppose the government has rupees 10,000 crore. It can build a highway, or it can use the money for hospitals, schools, healthcare, skill development, housing. Which one is better? Problem is there is no simple answer. As a hospital directly improves people's lives. A school directly improves human capability. A highway does not. A highway does not directly educate a child or treat a patient. And that is where the problem arises. So it is valid that critics argue, should not India first invest more in people? As I said earlier, the argument has merit because roads alone cannot create a developed country. A factory needs skilled workers, healthy employees, and innovation. A highway cannot replace human development. But there is another side. Human development also depends on connectivity. A school is useful only if children can safely and quickly reach it. A hospital is useful only if an ambulance can cross it without getting stuck in traffic. A farmer benefits only if its products can reach markets before they spoil. A small business grows only if it can reach customers efficiently. Infrastructure and human development are not competitors, they support each other. The real question is not highways or people. The real question is, are we investing in the right combination? And we also need to be uh, honest. Not every highway project is automatically beneficial. A highway can cost thousands of crores. There can be environmental impact on forests. There can be land acquisition challenges, displacement issues for villagers, tribes, animals. A highway built in an area with very limited economic activity may not justify its massive cost. The money spent there has an opportunity cost. It cannot be spent on a highway. So the question should not be, should India build more highways? The better, more nuanced question is, are we building the right highways in the right places, the right way, and at the right time? The highways of tomorrow will not just be roads, they will be smarter. Take the upcoming Delhi Mumbai Expressway, a massive 1 lakh crore project spanning 1386 kilometers. Once fully operational, it will cut travel time between the two cities from over 24 hours to 12 to 14 hours. More importantly, data shows it will reduce vehicle operating costs and fuel consumption by 8 to 9%. That is massive for businesses. And then to add to that, we will have FASTags for eliminating toll plaza bottlenecks, then dedicated EV charging stations every 25 to 50 kilometers, then AI based traffic monitoring, and also digital data collection. Future highways will not only carry vehicles, they will carry data and support a modern, green, digital economy. So, do we really need highways in India? Yes, but not because highways are symbols of development or for vanity purposes. We need highways because a modern economy needs efficient movement. But highways alone cannot make India developed. India also needs better schools, better healthcare, better skills, and stronger human capital. The goal should not be choosing between highways and people. The goal should be building highways for people, because ultimately infrastructure is not the destination but people are. So, what do you think? Should India spend more money on highways, or should we spend the money more on human development, schools and colleges? Don't forget to share your views in comments below. We will meet again in another video with a similar topic. Till then, take care and bye.